the Intercollegiate Broadcasting System.
Everything you want to hear from the voice of Cerritos College, WPND on the Nets, where people make a difference.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Falcon Spotlight. I'm your host, Rob JF, here at Cerritos College, Norwalk, California. And at this time, I'd like my guest to please introduce himself.
Hello, Cerritos. My name is Diego Lucas, and I am a third-year student here at this campus.
Cool. Tell me about your major. What are you majoring in right now?
Well, to tell you the truth, Rob, I was first an electrical engineer major. However, I had second thoughts, and then I changed to kinesiology because I'm more of a sports guy here on campus. Not a big fan of math, but kinesiology is something I'm passionate about. I'm going to pursue it further.
Well, tell me about your interest. How did you get into that?
The way I got into it, ever since I was a kid, I always been outside playing, like a typical kid, playing outside, soccer, swimming, all these fun sports. And instead of just sitting in a classroom or an office setting, working out problems, equations, and math problems, I just want to be outside, helping people, face-to-face contact.
Cool. Are you in any sports this semester?
Unfortunately not this semester, but in the previous year I was on the swim team and it was a great experience.
Tell me about it. How did you get into it? Were you involved in swimming like in high school and stuff, or what happened?
Yes, this is true, Rob. In high school, during league finals, the coach here at Cerritos asked me to swim for him after a race. I got second place, but my time was impressive in his eyes, so he asked me to come, and I decided to take the bone and come here at Cerritos.
Cool. Now, what does it take to get into swim? Like, do you have to have a certain amount of classes that you've taken? Can you go straight off of like taking like beginning class, or do they expect you to have a certain class you're enrolled in?
For any sports, what the coaches do, they enroll them in a class, and then we either do weight room, yoga, or stretching class along with it, but primarily weight because we had to gain muscle. The ability of our swim ability, we already have to know it because it's at a college level. Higher expectations are needed to be met.
Tell me about competing. Like, did you guys have to go to tournaments and stuff like that? What was it like for you?
I would like to say in 3 words, best time ever. We bonded as a team when we were away on trips, whether it be on the bus, a hotel room, or at the meet itself. We tell stories to keep our nerves under arrest, and we just had a good time at each meet. Mostly at 2 meets I can think of right now on top of my head. We first went surfing at the beach, and coach like, "All right, do you feel sore? All right, it's time to go to the meet." It was quite the experience. We came in wetsuits and sand all over.
Cool. And so tell me, how does is there such thing as like weight class and stuff like that you compete in, or anything like that? You know how the wrestling does that or all that, or how does polo? How does that go about?
Well, unfortunately I wasn't on polo this semester or in the previous years, but I know that the way they compete, there's no weight class like in wrestling. It's either you're in this division or not. We're in our own league. And plus, we play any school that, I guess, wants to play us. And then we also had opportunities. Well, I heard from the water polo team that they went to Maryland and played the Navy. But for swimming, the way we compete, it's by event. Either the distance of one stroke or a combination. For instance, I'm an IMer, where I do all 4 strokes, the butterfly, the backstroke, the breaststroke, and the freestyle.
And how long did that take you to like learn all that stuff?
Perfectly down, I don't have it, even to this day, but to get it as well as I possibly could, it took me like a good 2 years.
Now, would you say, how have you benefited from being part of an athletic team?
Well, this would go for any type of group. If you're part of something, whether it be a team, club, organization, or even a group, you feel like you're part of something. You want to show off the name of the part or organization you're part of. You're very proud to be in that organization, and you won't let them down.
Now, when you first started, did you know right away what you wanted to major in, or what do you want to pursue?
At first, I had my head set on engineering, electrical engineering primarily. Senior year in high school, I had one inspirational engineering teacher that said, you should go for it, you're really good with circuitry, and that was my first mindset. So when I came over here to Cerritos, I was taking GEs, general ed, like anybody else, but also it overlaps with electrical engineering major. But once the math started to progress and things got a little difficult and more homework was assigned, I was second questioning myself, is this what I really want to do?
Yeah, so when it comes to engineering stuff, does that mean like you got to like check out like robotics and stuff like that too, or?
Well, not necessarily true, but a lot of programming, circuitry, like VEX, one of the Project Leadaway's events they do with robotics. It is fun, I admit. There's some games where you have to put a beanbag into the other side of the wall to the other team side. But not necessarily, but it's mostly science, mathematics, and like an engineer, identifying the problem and how to resolve it.
Awesome. Cool. Now, have you had a chance to partake in any clubs?
I've been blessed to be part of the Cerritos Triathlon Club here on campus, and then right now I'm part of the Kinesiology Club as well.
Cool. So tell me about each of the different clubs.
Well, I joined the Triathlon Club my first year on Cerritos, I want to say like 2 years ago. I saw this sign in the locker room, and I saw pictures of athletes and people just coming out of the water, riding a bike, and then running in rough terrain. And I'm like, well, I'm a swimmer, I can swim. I have experience with soccer, so I can run. And I haven't fell on my bike yet, so I think I'm good. Why not just try it? The main focus for triathlon is thinking that you'll finish. It's not the matter of how fit you are, but how powerful your mindset is and perseverance to finish and pass the finish line knowing that you did something great, wonderful, and you're proud to say when in the future to your potential kids, I did this, you see that? I did it. And as it goes for the Kinesiology Club, it's, well, now that I'm a kinesiology major, I would think if there's a club here focusing on kinesiology, then that'll be perfect for me. And so far, so good. I've enjoyed it, and would never take those opportunities back if I could.
And when do your clubs meet?
The Cerritos Triathlon Club, at this time, we haven't had a meeting yet, but next week on Club Info Day, the 3rd and the 4th, we're going to have flyers saying where we meet and when we meet. As for the Kinesiology Club, same goes for them, but if I'm correct, they meet on the first week of the month and the last week of the month on Thursday at 11 o'clock at the Fine Arts Building, room 65.
Cool. We'll be right back after these public service announcements.
I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm Bill LaValle from the Country Rock Hour.
I'm Asata Chavis from Misfits 101. My name's Daniel from the Brony Nation.
You can help support WPMD.
And it's easy.
Just visit our website, WPMDonthenet.com.
Once you get there, click on the Amazon.com banner near the top of the page.
That'll take you to Amazon.com.
Then, just shop as you always do. WPMD will get a percentage of your purchase.
And so will the Cerritos College Foundation.
And it won't cost you anything extra.
It's a great way to help WPMD.
And get all those great bargains at the same time.
Remember, just go to WPMDonthenet.com.
Click on the Amazon.com banner
and start shopping.
It's your way to make a difference for the place where people make a difference.
WPMD on the net.
And thanks for helping us out.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
We truly appreciate it.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council, and WPMD on the Net, the voice of Cerritos College, where people make a difference.
Time is the one thing that we want more of as a St. Jude parent. Without the donors, I wouldn't have my Audrey.
El que St. Jude no cobra ni un centavo para nosotros significa quitarnos todo ese estrés, esa preocupación y podernos enfocar en nuestra hija.
That was the first thing I was like, how are we going to do this? When they told us that we didn't have to pay a single bill, I was like, wow. They pretty much have saved us.
They take care of our housing. They take care of our food. In addition to the best medical treatment that my daughter could ever have. So it allows me to focus on my daughter and getting her better.
And we are back here on the Falcon Spotlight, here located at WPMD Studios at Cerritos College, Norwalk, California. And I'm back here with my guest. Now, we got so much here at Cerritos College of, some great opportunities, and, one thing they try to encourage is for people to complete their goal and to transfer. I noticed there was this flyer about the completion core. It says you can go to www.cccompletioncore.org. And the library, I noticed there were some changes. Can you tell me about that? You noticed some, what do you see there?
Library, there's this new wall cutting off, dividing the library from one as a recreational area where people can speak, relax, get away from the classes, and the other side of the wall where people are studying diligently, studying for those tests and early quizzes on in the semester.
And I noticed there was, talk about some kind of little meter. I guess they're walking by, making sure that people aren't too loud by the computer lab.
Yes, I heard of those. What those meters are, they record and range how loud the room is itself, and then also record at what time of the day when it was most loud.
Now we have here the Cerritos on Wheels program right here. The bus passes by $20 for a 1 month pass, $30 for a 3 month pass. Destinations await: Cerritos Town Center, Los Cerritos Center, restaurants, parks, and recreation facilities, senior center, and the library. For more information, call 562-916-1206 or visit cerritostransit.com. We have majors workshops as well. Have you had a chance to, check out one of them workshops?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I have. I went to one of the transfer workshops here at the Transfer Center at Cerritos College. What they do, we go on COSU Mentor, and we go in, create our account if existing or not, and then we start typing out the application for the school of our dreams. What they do, they help us how to answer the questions clearly, clarify any questions you might have, and then you have the rest of the time to fill it out with their assistants on the side.
Awesome. So you guys, you have a chance, all you Falcons out there, there's a major workshop. Explore your major and career choices using the hands-on and career assessments through the advanced Choose Your Major workshop. Let's see, it is the 28th, so the next opportunity will be Monday, February 8th at 2 p.m. to 3:30, or Tuesday, February 23rd at 11 a.m. to 12:30, located in Business Education Building, room 120. So if you have the opportunity, go check it out. Now, there's a competition, and once in a while they'll have a writing workshop or a competition. You have a chance to showcase your work. So we have here the Spill Your Heart Valentine's Day writing contest. Traditionally, Valentine's Day has been an occasion to celebrate stories of romantic love between a man and a woman, but that neglects a significant portion of the population who have heartwarming and heartbreaking stories to share. This short story contest is about spilling your heart into paper and celebrate love in all forms. So the prompt here says write a fictional or non-fictional story of at least 750 words about the topic of love in any of its forms. Your submission can be focused on love that is realized, lost love, being in love, or Valentine's Day, or disillusionment with Valentine's Day. But the topic of the story must represent one non-traditional example of love. Determine the deadline for the submission is Sunday, February 21st at 11:59 p.m. Submitting your work. The rules: if you don't have one already, create a turnitin.com account, and you will need it for the submission. The class ID is 114238883. Enrollment password love. Submit a Turnitin cover sheet containing the following information: only your full name, student ID number, your email, the title of the story. If it doesn't have a title, just specify untitled. As a separate submission, upload to Turnitin your story in one document. Include your student ID only at the top of the page. Do not put your name on the short story submission. Wait patiently until the judges have made a decision. First prize, $125. Second prize, $75. Third prize, $50. Honorable mention, $25 certificate. Question, contact Aaron Cole at ecole@cerritos.edu. So what do you think about this?
Well, honestly, Rob, I have been having some interesting dreams according to the holiday coming Valentine's Day, and they say some writers, there's a dream in their head and they write it down on paper and it becomes a movie and they become multimillionaires, so I'm going to try it out. Let's see what happens.
Awesome. And you mentioned Club Info Day. Wednesday, February 3rd, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Falcon Square, or Thursday, February 4th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Falcon Square. Reserve your club tables today. Visit orgsync.com. Cerritos College Clubs, get ready to promote yourselves. Are you going to be out there at Club Info Day?
Yes, I'll be on the Cerritos Triathlon Club booth and the Kinesiology Club booth. You'll see me wearing either a medal and a blue shirt saying Triathlon Club, or another t-shirt, a gray one that says Kinesiology Club on it.
Awesome. And we have here a flyer, ACS program in a box, Tuesday, February 9th at 4 p.m. It says we provide the program, you provide the audience, activities, raffle prizes, interact with the industry experts, role of chemistry and global security. The Cerritos College Biochem Club, Tuesday, February 9th at 4 p.m. in room BE 110. Use the hashtag ACSPIB, spread the word. Reserve your spot. Email the Cerritos College Biochem Club at biochem.cerritoscollege@gmail.com. So, within the clubs, there's so much more than just being a member. Tell me about, officer roles.
Well, like any other club and professional board, there has to be a president who oversees the club, runs the meeting, makes sure everybody's on task, and then the one underneath him is the vice president, who assists the president and also sending messages to the club members, reminding them of the events coming up. Another position that's traditional is the secretary, who writes down all the minutes, sends it to the president, or she can send it to the rest of the club members via email, text, or on a written piece of paper. And the person in charge of the money, the treasurer, counts every cent, penny that we have in our account and updates us on how much we have in our account. And one last position I remember is the ICC rep, the Inter-Council Club representative. They meet this Thursday at 11 in BK 111. What they do, they report what was mentioned in the ICC meeting, whether it be upcoming events or opportunities that clubs can participate in here at Cerritos. And that sums it up for me, or positions.
Now, we have financial aid workshops as well here at Cerritos College. You can take advantage of the workshops. There's Financial Aid 101, Easy Steps to Cash. Workshops include what is financial aid, how to apply for financial aid, important dates and procedures, financial aid programs and grants. The following dates are available: Tuesday, February 2nd, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Financial Aid Resource Center. Monday, February 29th, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Financial Aid Resource Center. Tuesday, March 15th, at 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. at the Financial Aid Resource Center. Thursday, April 7th, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Financial Aid Resource Center. There's also SAP and lifetime eligibility usage. Workshops topics include what is satisfactory academic progress, how to maintain SAP, what is lifetime eligibility usage, successful tips, learn how to calculate your completion rate, learn how to calculate your GPA, what is the maximum time frame, warning and termination procedures. That workshop, the dates available is February 9th, 11 a.m. to 12:30 at the Financial Aid Resource Center. Wednesday, February 17th, 2 p.m. to 3:30. Tuesday, February 23rd, 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Thursday, March 10th, 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Wednesday, March 23rd, 2 p.m. to 3:30 p.m. Wednesday, April 6th, 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Thursday, April 20th, and also the 14th. So April 14th is 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. and the April 20th date is 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. So they really try to target, morning and day, make it available to the morning students and, afternoon and nighttime students as well. There is a transfer financial aid workshop about financing your transfer education. Workshop topics include important tips for transfer students, financial aid grants, programs to four-year universities, preparing your financial aid, important dates to remember. Those ones are Tuesday, March 22nd, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday, April 11th, 2 to 3 p.m. Thursday, April 21st, 11 to 12. And Wednesday, April 27th, 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. So there's, financial aid is a huge thing. Sometimes it can be expensive, the education. That's why some people, they prefer to start off at a community college first. It's, affordable. Tell me about, your decision to start off at a community college and go from there.
Well, in the beginning, I wasn't thinking of going to community college, to be honest. I know, shame on me. But at the time when we were sending in our applications, I wasn't really taking steps very seriously. I lost a lot of opportunities to go to prestigious schools with my GPA and academics and also AP classes, but I'm also grateful that I didn't attend those prestigious schools. Some people go and it's a whole new world and it hits you right in the face like, wow, so many papers, so many high expectations. And honestly, now that I went through Cerritos College, got prepared, prepped and groomed for the college university life, I want to say an advantage to the transition, how to handle, cup of noodles in the morning, how to spend all-nighters on essays, papers, homework. Now that I went through Cerritos College, that's all going to be done for, all obliterated because of one of the instructors here who taught us how to do time management, Mr. Jerry Ramos. I thank you very much. I took in what you said, and it's helped me this semester so much. So I'd like to thank you personally.
Yeah, I know sometimes it could be expensive, and some people don't like bring their own lunch and stuff. How do you get by usually? Like, what's your schedule like? Do you're here like 2 days, 4 days a week, or what's it like?
I'm here every day. Mondays and Wednesdays I have an early chemistry class, and after that I either have a meeting with the club, or I go and try to get a quick bite, and then study and do homework on the side. I see a lot of students do the same thing as I do. They know the routine. First you gotta eat, quickly do homework, study, and then get ready for the next class. So after chemistry I have a Taekwondo class I attend in the middle of the day. Then sometimes I either attend the Senate meetings or the cabinet meetings here at Cerritos College. And then at night, lastly, English 103. So I'm pretty much here from 8 to 6:45 on Mondays and Wednesdays. And for Tuesdays, right now I'm trying to get into a class. I'm trying to fight for it. I already lost my money because I didn't withdraw on the correct date with the full refund. So it's, go big or go home. You gotta fight your way, perseverance, not let up. You want to show the teacher that you want to be there more than the other students around there. You see empty seats in the classroom, and you see people falling asleep, coming in late. You really have to fight for it, and hopefully the teacher acknowledges that. And also, I have a night class on Thursday nights, History of Rock and Roll. I gotta say, the class is very interesting. I learned a lot about blues, Delta blues, rhythm and blues, and it's more of a kind of refresher course for me. I attended band in high school, but that's not important. So, and then on Fridays, I have a chemistry lab, and it's very interesting. I love doing experiments. It's very fun.
Rock and roll. All right. So tell me about that class. I'm guessing you guys talked about Elvis and like other bands.
Yes, our king, the king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley. How do they describe him? A white guy, well, for non-racial, a white guy with a black person's voice who expresses feelings throughout this studio called Sun Studios back in the day. And we learn other artists such as Little Richie, B.B. King, and this one person that's on the top of my head. Well, I forgot. Muddy Waters. There we go. Muddy Waters. Very inspirational people there.
Cool. So aside from just the history of like the different artists that have been around, considering that it's a music class too, do you guys talk about like notes and stuff, or how the songs,
Last lecture, the professor or instructor, he went over 12-bar blues, where I think the first 6 bars you have the same chord, and then there's two bars where it's a different chord, and then the rest it's the same chord as the first chord. I know it sounds a little confusing, but I can't remember on the top of my head. But yeah, that's pretty much all we're going to go through for music, because it's more of a music appreciation class. We'll hear the history of rock and roll than the pieces themselves.
Cool. And who's the professor for that one?
Oh man, I'm sorry, Professor, but I forgot your name. But honestly, down to earth, very chill, very articulate, and you made the class very simple and straightforward. So I apologize.
Cool. We also have some RTV courses here at Cerritos College. They kind of also have some history of early television and you know, how it's amazing how, you know, radio was the theater of the mind back then, and, you know, then, you know, the silent films and all that, and Charlie Chaplin. We had a lot of rich education here with the history of the arts. It's pretty cool. You know, earlier when we were talking about food, all of a sudden I noticed this flyer here. It says pizza with private school. I'm like, pizza, huh?
Pizza's always yummy.
Yeah.
Tell me.
It says right here, pizza with the private schools. Tuesday, February 23rd at 2 p.m. to 3:15. Locations to be determined. University Mini Fair. Tuesday, March 8th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Falcon Square. Have you had the opportunity to check out the universities when they're up here?
Recently, no, but in the past year I have. I talked to Cal Poly Pomona admissions person, and she told me to stay on track. We like to see A's and B's, no C's or D's. Just do your best, finish strong, and we'll be more than happy to accept you if you meet our qualifications.
Cool. Yeah. I know there's some beneficial programs here, like the tag workshops. You know, there's programs that they help guarantee that you've fulfilled the requirements, the agreements between the university and the community college. So it's definitely important that you educate yourself in finding out the resources at your community colleges. Here at Cerritos College, we have great resources that you have available to you. All you got to do is go to www.cerritos.edu/transfer, and there are some workshops available. For example, there is one tomorrow for the CSU supplemental and UC application update lab assistance.
Ooh.
And that one is 9 a.m. to 12. And then there is a common application lab assistance February 1st, 12 to 3. February 19th, 11 a.m. to 1. A degree with a guaranteed transfer degrees for CSUs. There is March 7th at 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. or February 3rd, 6 to 7 p.m.
Next Wednesday, yes.
Transfer 101, March 11th, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. April 14th, 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. Choosing a university, what matters most, April 29th, 1 to 2 p.m. USC administration info session. There is a March 22nd, 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. So check out their website, the Cerritos transfer. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Well, to add on that, when it comes to choosing a school, personally, I go visit the campus, see how the